I think we're live, baby.
Yikes.
Like you get to join all of us on our what would you say it was, our maiden voyage on this crazy thing?
Yep,
And you can hear me fine?
I can hear you fine.
I am in beautiful downtown Leavenworth on the 6th and Cherokee, if some people know that 6 Cherries. And I'm Ken, and you are
Karli.
my beautiful wife. So we've been thinking about doing this podcast for a while now. Some recent turn of events decided that we'd go ahead and start it a little earlier than we should, so we can talk to the community, tell them about ourselves, get to know us, and make fun of other people, I think, right?
And a little bit of ourselves.
And a lot of ourselves, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of ourselves. So we call it breakfast beer. Babe, you want to tell them why we call it breakfast beer? Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. So we call it breakfast beer because whenever we would be on vacations or we would go out for breakfast or whatever, someone would order a mimosa or someone would order a Bloody Mary. And Ken wanted to know why he couldn't just order a beer.
Yeah.
He's like, I can have beer for breakfast. So it's been a running joke with our best friends for a long time that he has his breakfast beer.
Yeah.
Then. So.
And how come it's all right? We travel a lot. I think we would say we travel a lot compared to other people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then how come when you go to the airport at 4 or 5 in the morning, it's okay to have a beer, but you can't walk into the restaurant and ask for a beer at 5 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, right.
They just automatically consider you an alcoholic. Is that it? Well,
yes. You can only drink, I guess, before 10 a.m. if you're on vacation.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But unless you're traveling on vacation, then you just do it in the airport.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Or you're traveling for work. Yeah.
Right. Dustin Poirier and try to fight everybody in the airport. That was a good one. So my beer that I'm going to drink this morning is from the KC Beer Co. I am normally a light beer person. Everybody would probably call it water. Ultra. I've been drinking Yingling for a while now. But this one popped in, I think, 2 weeks ago, babe? From the,
yeah.
I think we did the Germany World Cup. KC Beer came down and handed out some beer to everybody. But this is called the Kolsch, KC Beer Kolsch. I call it the yellow because it's KC Beer and it's got the little yellow ring at the bottom. So this has become a good one for me. And the reason why I tended to lean toward more Yingling nowadays is because I do travel a lot on the East Coast. And when I'm traveling, you also get an opportunity to taste other beer. But for the last few years, it's been down in the Midwest as well, so I can have it here. So that was my favorite beer while I was traveling, was Yingling. And but what's your favorite beer?
My favorite beer? I'm gonna say Michelob Ultra. If I have to choose a beer, I have stopped drinking beer over the past few years, and I prefer Quirk, and more specifically, I prefer Rocket Pop. That is only distributed from like April to August. So then we have stacks of it in the back of the restaurant, or I store it here, or Deb, one of our best friends who also enjoys it, we store it all over so that we can try to make it last an entire year because we love it so much.
Sure. I think you made it through this year to like the last 2 weeks, maybe?
Yeah. We were very close. Like it was very close. So
I wonder if people are listening out there and saying that's kind of tendency.
Oh, I'm sure. The 2 I drink a week, but
I know.
This year I think it will definitely last because I'm drinking less and less that I used to. I'm probably wasting more than I'm drinking right now.
Right.
But
so here's the agenda for today. We're going to tell you about the Romine family. We're going to tell you about our experiences in the restaurant. We're going to have a guest speaker come in about 15, 20 minutes, tell us about them, what they do. We're going to ask them about what their favorite food is. and then let's just talk about the community at the end of it. So this whole thing is established. We've been married, 10 years now? 10 years, a little over 10 years.
Yes.
April 16th, from I knew you was going to be mine, probably when you dropped out of that Jeep and you had those coochie cutters on. What do you call them in Butler? What do you call those shorts in Butler?
No. First of all, I'm not from Butler.
Oh,
I'm from Adrian.
Okay.
So let's get that straight right there.
Okay.
Don't associate me. I don't, Daisy Dukes.
Daisy Dukes. That's right. Did you do it on purpose?
Of course.
I knew it.
100%.
I knew it. I knew it. Knew it all along.
I'm only admitting it here because this is like the truth.
Right.
Teller.
You can't lie on here. So we'll take so everything that you've been in the VA for 26 years?
24.
24 years, and you wish you could have retired.
It was 25, I would have retired.
There you go. I wish you could have too. My background, you're HR, nurse recruiting, and that's your real job.
Yes.
You don't manage Tenpenny.
No, I do not. You don't want me to.
Me neither. So me, I did 20 years in the Army, in the nonprofit fundraising business is my main job, my real job. We do own a few businesses. Consulting is a large one as well. Leadership, nonprofit fundraising, basically to teach people how to help others out. We own a few properties, and of course we own Tenpenny. We're opening up the secret society, and we have a building 428 Delaware that's for sale. Somebody needs to buy that thing. But besides that, why the Romine family is because it's our family. It's not, none of this is really for us in the long run. It's not sitting here like we're going to benefit tremendously off of this. It's actually for our kids and our grandkids. So if you look back behind the Tenpenny above the cashier box, you'll see this big picture, and it has me and you and our kids, our 4 boys. Chase, DeMarco, Colt, and Jay. I did that by age. It has their. We need to update it with a new one with Cara, right? Or is she in that one?
No, Cara's in it.
Okay,
Cara's in it.
Their spouses, Gretchen and Cara, and there's no other.
My parents.
I was just going to talk about the women that remember that one we had to take out. So we had to get Deb to remove a picture on that one. So then, of course, we have Mom and Dad on there. Our 3 lovely dogs. Well, you got to add Claude now. Leonard, Mabel, and Petunia Picklebottom. Then we have our 2 best friends, Deb and Amy. And has their doggies on there?
Just Roscoe.
Just Roscoe, because my
they didn't have Lucy at the time.
Lucy at the time wasn't good. So the gist of it is everything's theirs, not really ours. We support them wholeheartedly in their endeavors, and they support us. So that's really what the Romine family is all about. Our 4 boys, they are the funniest people alive. Like, you put them 4 together in a room and they just make fun of.
They're stupid.
Yeah, extremely stupid. I think they lose brain cells or something. But
yeah, when they're together.
Yeah, but they're extremely fun. It's like, think about us being married for 10 years, and they were what? Chase is 26, 27?
27. Damn. So it was 17 to 12 were the ages of the boys. So they were older whenever we got together, but it's because I locked them in the basement together and made them play their video games in the basement, even though they all wore headsets and they all played different games, and they still didn't talk to each other, but damn it, they were all in one room.
They didn't have no TVs in their rooms when we first got together, at least no gaming consoles at the time.
No gaming consoles.
But when we moved into this house that we live in now, we allowed them to go back, and they still do the same thing to each other. That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's nobody living in our house right now, just me and you. That's good. Colt moved out. DeMarco recently got married. Chase been married for a little bit now. So basically, Colt's got a girlfriend, and Jay's the only one that doesn't truly have anybody, but we kind of think that's a lie. A little wink on that one. We'll find out here in a few years. Our rule is you can't act like a family and live off of us. So we'll see what happens with him in the future.
Jay's still in college.
Yeah, Jay's still in college. He's going to be a what?
I said, let's preface that.
He's still in college.
Jay's not living off of us. Jay is still in college.
So. True. Good point.
In culinary school.
and he's going to learn from some good chefs and probably take over some of our restaurants as we go forward. What else we got about our family? So you might see them pop up every once in a while in some of these
Yeah.
podcasts. You'll see, or you'll definitely hear us talk about them, because while Carly's going to sit here and tell stories about how I'm stupid, we're going to tell stories about them as well. So, why are we sitting here in Leavenworth, Dave? Why am I not in Florida or Texas right now?
Because you love
There
me.
you go. I do.
I am from the area ish. I am from just across the border in Missouri. If you go south just a little bit, the name of the town is Adrian, Missouri. I don't really go back there much at all because my parents retired and moved to Lake Pomme de Terre, um, which is where my mother still resides. My father passed last January. Um, and whenever we met, I ended up here at Fort Leavenworth in 2005, almost 10 years before Ken got here. And I had already decided once I got here that I was not leaving. I was just going to stay here, regardless of what happened in my previous life. And so whenever I met Ken, I told him, I'm like, just so you know, I'm staying here because I'm very close to my family. I've got a sister. She's got 6 kids. Those will be some pretty funny stories I'm sure we'll tell over time. Um, and she lives in Bates County, where I'm from. So close, within an hour, hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's 2.5 hours away, so close enough to where we can visit and hang out. And Ken just is not as close to his family as I am to mine, so
Oh,
he was willing to
you
stay.
want to stay and deal with this cold weather at times, but my gosh, it kills me.
Don't be a pussy.
I know. Damn it. So, everybody knows that we purchased Tenpenny from John and Cindy. But why did we do it? Why did we purchase this crazy thing?
Well, I think we purchased it to keep it open.
Yeah.
I know that John and Cindy were looking to retire. They were trying to figure that out. I think they had been, and don't know for sure, but believe that they had been approached by some other
Yeah.
people to purchase the business, but I think they were afraid of what was going to come of it.
Yeah.
So we did meet with Son and Jindy,
Yeah.
John and Cindy, before we purchased it, and discussed that we would like to keep the name. We would rebrand
Yeah.
it, which we did.
Uh-huh.
But overall, we kept every employee.
We did.
We and we did all of that, trying to keep it as much of a staple and keep some of the history
Yeah.
behind it still there.
Yeah, I think their rule or their ask of us was just to keep it open,
Yeah.
And when we sat down with the employees, they were like, "Hey, we can't. We would prefer for you not to shut down for a few months to remodel." And at the time, they weren't open on Sundays, and they were closing at 8 p.m. I remember those times when we come in here and try to decide if we're going to buy this thing and sit at the bar at 7, and they were trying to, well, we're closing in an hour, so
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that's kind of fast for a restaurant in downtown Leavenworth. But we did it. We worked at night on Sundays, and ultimately, all the employees stayed at the time. Now we went from what 32 employees to about 45 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So when we look at it, it's more of how can we keep this thing going for those individuals? How can we make things better for the community? How can we know this that we have conversations with individuals all the time. And this one lady kind of caught me off guard, and she said, "I haven't been in here in over a year, and this is a beautiful place. This doesn't belong in downtown Leavenworth." I'm like, "Well, hell, you're in it. You're here now." So, there's a difference. We are just trying to keep something around for people to have. And we've invested a lot of time and money in this place. to keep it going. But we know that it's going to be here for the community. We know that we do a lot of things to help the community. So that's never going to stop, regardless of whatever people say about us and some random fucking social media posts. But it's fun. It's the greatest thing in the world is being able to take care of people, honestly. And you look around here and you see the employees that work hard and the management that constantly learn. I guess we got two general managers. We got Leslie, and then we have our executive chef Neller as a general manager. We have management Steve, who's the kitchen manager. And then we got 42 other employees that I think got 20 of them have probably been here over 5 years. Maybe five more over 10. And of course, Steve has probably been here his whole life at some way or another. Um,
Right.
but what if we did shut this thing down? What would happen to those 45 people and their families that we promised to help? That's where the difference is at that we look at. So, and you're going to hear from Tamara coming up in about 5 minutes about what she does, and maybe she can bring some story to light about what else we do in the community as well. So, what else we got, babe? We talked about the Romine family. We talked about the staff. We talked about why we decided to keep the name Tenpenny because it was a staple, but we did rebrand it to a sports bar. It went from 2.5 TVs that were laying into about, what do we count, 27, 24 the other day?
I think 24. I
24.
can't remember, but yeah, because we get it's not the old
Yeah,
Tenpenny. You're correct. It isn't the old Tenpenny. John and Cindy owned the old
yeah,
Tenpenny. Ken and Karli owned this Tenpenny, which is why we did the rebranding and the refresh, so that people would see that it is going to be a little different.
yeah.
Did we take some things off the menu? Yeah, but we had to. I
Oh, yeah.
mean, whenever it doesn't make fiscal sense to keep the turkey
Fuck
bagel,
the
which
damn
is the
turkey
one
bagel.
that everybody was dying about
Yeah.
because bagels are expensive.
And then we end up
And if
throwing them
you
away.
don't eat them, yeah, you throw them away. So now we've wasted money
Yeah,
whenever it didn't support. I
yeah,
mean, we went through with a fine tooth comb everything on the
yeah.
menu.
We did.
You can see in the system the
Yeah.
sales. I mean, in this recent one, we took our son and our daughter in law's favorite things off the
Yeah.
menu.
It,
Our Chase ate that every single
yeah.
time he came in,
Yeah.
every single time.
What's that called? The
And
cheese melt.
it was the
Yeah.
cheese maker,
Cheese
the
maker. Yeah.
cheese maker. And we took it because it wasn't making any
Yeah.
money. We needed to make room for something that might be
Yeah.
making money.
Well,
And so people get so upset about that whenever they're not looking at it we get it. People loved it. Our best friend, some of our best
a
friends
lot of them.
loved
Shit.
the turkey bagel.
Uh,
But we promise, we will try to bring it
Back.
back. There's rumors that it might be a special coming up soon. Someone made some comment about the chicken
Yeah.
nachos. Well, you can come have chicken nachos anytime you want.
Yeah.
They're on the menu. You should come in and try
Right.
them. But
Yeah.
yeah, they just
Big rumor about the turkey bagel that I don't know what y'all talking about. Big rumor. We might want to check that out later. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
What else? Good. We're gonna take a little break. We'll do that, and then come back and see if Tamara will pop on, and we'll introduce everybody to Tamara. Cool. All right.
Okay.
Love you, babe. Tamara, you wanna go ahead and do us a favor and tell us a little bit about yourself and the audience? Hmm? Yeah, you're good. Nope. I just wanted you to introduce yourself, so not only us, but everybody else that's gonna watch it later, hit like, comment, subscribe, whatever, can check in. So how do you know us, Tamara? How do you know us from the community?
VFW activities together. Ken is a member, of course, of the Post, and Karli is a member of our auxiliary. And we've probably known Ken and Karli for, oh gosh, about 7 years, I think. It's been a while.
I think so.
And of course, we have gotten very
Yeah.
familiar with them with their restaurant Tenpenny here in town because they do great things for our community at Tenpenny.
Thank you. So you were here on what Monday night, and you played uh, bingo. Which out of the many places that you or membership clubs that you belong to, or uh, which one was that one? You want to tell us about it?
Sure, you bet. So I was actually there with the PEO chapter JM Sisters, and we were there raising money for some of our programs that we do throughout the year. And we played bingo, and it was a great time. And the wonderful thing about Ken and Karli, whenever an organization plays bingo there at Tenpenny, the actual proceeds from all of the people that registered to play bingo go right back into the organization's pockets so they can use that money for some of their special programs. And just for the record, I've played there with
Good. Uh,
the
did you guys raise some good
organizations.
money?
We did. We actually raised $1,040, which was straight cash for our organization, which is wonderful
Oh,
because
nice.
we try to
Mhm.
donate about $500 to about 7 different causes in that we support with PEO. We've also played there with the VFW Auxiliary, and I think we also raised about $1,000 there. And we've played with the Organization for International Spouses and
Mhm.
Sponsors. And those monies go towards supporting our international officers and their families that are here attending CGSC.
Yeah, I think that's our average, right, babe? About $1,000. People raise about a thousand
Yeah.
dollars every time they come in. And the reason why we can do that is because, it's Monday and Tuesday nights are our slowest nights. And it's just another way to give back to the community. One, it's a large space. Two, it's extremely fun, and it does bring people into here. But I can tell you the minute that bingo is over, it's gone. It clears out like
Yeah.
there's nothing else. Like like a Monday, it was like, okay, that's it. Everybody should just go home.
Yeah, of course, it brings people into the restaurant, but it also brings awareness to, like, I've lived here, same as Tamara, since
Yeah,
2005,
that
and
was good.
until we started hosting things, I didn't know about PEO.
Me neither.
Um, or, I mean, there's been several organizations that we've had come through that, and we're in the nonprofit world.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't talk about it, but we have our own nonprofit that we run with Deb and Amy, and um, so it's definitely brings awareness to organizations that other people might not know exist
Right.
that are out there doing, good work. And
Yeah.
so it's twofold. Of course we get something out of it.
Yeah. Well, we get people
I
that
mean,
understand what we're constantly trying to bring people in here to say there is a difference. Hell, how many times have we read or heard like I didn't know it was under new ownership,
yeah.
or or I can't believe they removed the green beans. Well, one, we didn't, so that means you
We didn't.
that means you
Yeah.
haven't been here in a year and a half. But that's funny. I'm like, okay, well, eats the same dang green beans. But no, about the nonprofit stuff, it's just it's a win-win for all. You come in here, you spend about an hour and a half. We have a wonderful host who is exuberant a good word for her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Mhm.
Personally, I just say she's a lot. So, she's gonna yell at
But
me.
she's a cheerleader.
Yeah.
She's a cheerleader of Leavenworth. She's
Yes.
a
Oh my
cheerleader
gosh.
of ours. She's a cheerleader of, because
Just
she
people.
also wears many hats.
Yeah.
She's on a million boards and
Yeah, and her goal is just to help people too, right? I mean, it's just when your goal is to help the community and help people, it doesn't matter anybody. It just matters about you can at some point in time do that, and right now we can. And we've been doing
right.
it for a long time. I think what we started Rapid Response with Deb and Amy in 2019, about seven
Yeah, I
years
believe
now.
so.
And one
Yep.
thing we haven't done is do a fundraiser for us here because we didn't want anybody to be like,
Right.
"Oh, I can't believe they're doing it for their nonprofit that only helped the community out anyway." I think we got a
Yeah.
request last night to help pay for somebody's. electricity, and we're going to go ahead and do that. But it's just because people know us that can come out and ask, you know.
Right.
I feel like I'm only in fundraising on what was an accident, you know, joined the
Yeah.
VFW after, and then learned from that. Got picked up by a large company. That now we run three of them. One's in DC Metro, one's in Tulsa, one's in Topeka. We have about I don't know about 800 employees that do nothing but help nonprofits fundraise. So when I say I don't manage this dang place, I don't. That's why we pay other people to do it. Hell, you're probably catching me at a good point right now because I'm in town. You know,
Right.
I typically travel Tuesday to Thursday. I try not to travel
You're only in town because it's a holiday week,
that,
so
and I plan on going to the lake. So that's just kind of what we do. So do we want to go ahead? We're sitting at 31 minutes, babe. I think we can. I don't think Tamara's going to stop back in. She's probably having some hard time getting back in. But let's talk about our favorite food. I'm not talking about tenpenny. I'm talking about, yeah, in line, talk about your ketchup condiment issue. Oh my gosh. But I would probably think like just my favorite foods are just anyway, steak and pizza, right? But what about you? What's your favorite foods?
I like Mexican.
You like
Um,
margaritas on Fridays.
well, yeah, that too. Um, I don't know. Like I remember I used to would say pizza or burgers or whatever, but the older I get, the more I'm like, eh. But so I would say Mexican. I also like I say I like Chinese, but I really only like one very specific Chinese
Yeah,
food and I crave it on occasion. But
yeah. I think you're full of crap on that one because you really only like orange chicken
yeah, or
or
General Chicken
General's
from
chicken.
New
Yeah,
China Inn.
yeah.
And it's got to be from New
Got
China
to be
Inn.
from
I
New
love
China
New.
Inn. And we go there probably once a month, maybe,
Yeah,
or we
I
order it.
used to go once a week
Yeah.
whenever I went into the facility, but now that I don't go into the facility, I don't go as often. But yeah, I do.
So we know our favorite Mexican place in town is La Mesa because we frequent
Yeah.
that. We frequent it so much. Some people think we own part of that, but we don't.
Yes.
We did offer to buy a stake in it because since we're putting
Yeah.
money into it, why
But
not?
they didn't need us.
Yeah, they didn't
They
need
didn't.
us. Um, but I would probably say my two other restaurants that I love, I frequent the most, or we do, would be Luigi's downtown Leavenworth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd probably say not a fast food. We're not talking fast food here. We're just actual
Right.
restaurants. I'd probably say the Suburban.
Yep.
Those are the three places we frequent besides our own place. And then at Luigi's, I get their the chicken masala. Is that my favorite dish?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and
And I like the ravioli. Is that what it
I
is?
think so.
The
Cheese.
cheese
Is
when
it
it's baked.
the
Baked
baked? There you
ravioli.
go. The cheese
Yeah.
baked ravioli. But
So yummy.
their bread. Oh my gosh, Luigi's is
Right.
bread. We're talking about our favorite places in town, and we'll talk about favorite things outside of town. But uh, Carly and I go to La Mesa, Suburban, and Luigi's frequently, but not talking about Tenpenny because we frequent that after work. I keep want to preface that after we get done working. But Carly likes the baked ravioli from Luigi's. I love their chicken marsala, but we're go there and just eat their bread and drink if we wanted to. What about you? What's a restaurant in town that you like?
So, of course, Tenpenny, we like Tenpenny, just red. But it it sounds kind of crazy, but those are three of the restaurants that we frequent as well. And I love a good margarita from La Mesa.
Mm.
Actually, I drink their Corona-ritas, and I also love their enchiladas lisas. Yeah, they're very good. I also
Oh my God.
enjoy the caprese salad at Luigi's. And one of the newer places in town that offers a little bit of food that we enjoy going to is Carrie's. It's one of the newest
Oh my
bar
God.
locations in town.
I
Yeah,
don't know if
so
I go there for the
Carrie's
food.
is a, Well, yeah, that's true. But, they do have a little bit of food. I mean, so just so folks
They
know
do.
that
They do.
it's not only drink that they
Yeah.
offer. Yeah. So we enjoy those places as well. Um, and the suburban, you just can't hardly go wrong at the suburban when you order a nice steak. And I hate to repeat what you've said. I'm trying to think of other
Hmm.
places that we actually go to. s- it's kind of unfortunate that we don't have more restaurants in town because um we could
Right.
certainly offer a lot more because Leavenworth has a lot to offer. But those are my kind of our three favorite as well. So, if you are looking for good Thai food, I've heard that the new little restaurant, I can't think of the name of it, but I heard that they have pretty good food. I've never been there. Gosh, I can't think of the name of it. It'll probably come to me at 2 o'clock this morning. We also go to Bontai sometimes. Um, but those are the three mainstays that we have,
Yeah.
the ones that you mentioned. So, yeah.
Good.
Did I answer all your questions, Ken?
Oh my gosh, you did. You're spot on. So suburban, babe, your favorite at suburban. Matter of fact, we get this. Just tell them what it is. It's
The honey coated.
oh my god, that
I love the honey coated chicken. We hired Jason for Christmas, 2 years
yeah,
ago,
yeah.
to give us honey coated chicken
Mhm.
because I wanted it and you didn't want to cook. So,
Yeah, hell, so yeah, tell them I am actually probably the cook in the family.
oh, you not probably you are the cook because your kids make fun of me and they think that I think ketchup is spicy.
That is,
Joys of having
oh my
stepchildren.
gosh. Uh,
They're mean. They're
yeah.
mean.
Well, now your kids are changed. They don't think the same
I
way.
know.
The hell?
Cole ate a jalapeno the other
Yeah.
day, and I was like, "What are you doing? You know that's a jalapeno, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, he purposefully did it." Lettuce, ranch. I'm like,
Yeah.
"What are you guys doing? I did not raise you this way."
Do you think
So,
it's the women in their life like that change them a little bit?
oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. I would say it was you, but you had 10 years to do it, and it didn't
it didn't
happen. And
happen.
so once they started, you know,
Getting with women,
other
yeah,
being run, yeah,
because
yeah,
with a
which I'm
woman,
okay with that
you have
as long
to.
as it's for the good.
That's funny because it's always for the woman or the man. Like, oh, you can change a little bit for them. To,
Oh yeah.
what do you call it? Courting, to court them, you'll do stuff then. But
Yeah, you're courting.
yeah,
Yeah, whenever I was courting you.
yeah.
Hmm.
Because you didn't eat shrimp, right? Shrimp or
I ate asparagus for the first time
yeah,
whenever I had just turned 40.
yeah.
We were at McCormick and
There you
Schmidt,
go.
and you were like, "Try this," and I was like, "I've been missing out on this my whole life." My mother, I used to pick asparagus
Yeah.
from the fence rows going to my grandma's. Mom would let us out, and Kelly and I had to walk the fence row and pick asparagus, and my mom ate it all the time, but I was like, nope, if it's green, not going in my mouth.
Oh man, that's
Same with shrimp.
mhm.
My dad made me put shrimp in my mouth once whenever we went on our one and only vacation as a family
the
outside of like Missouri.
the
It was
17.
14 states
Yeah,
and
there you go.
14 days in a two-door Chevy Lumina with me and my sister, and
Didn't y'all sell
and
the
we hated each other.
Didn't y'all sell the
And
minivan before? They sold the minivan and didn't.
yes, like 2 weeks before we had a minivan, and we had a minivan for years. And like less than 2 weeks before we left on this vacation, my mom traded it in for a two-door Chevy Lumina. And
Oh,
my sister and I, like I said, we hated each other until I was 21. No, until I was 18, and she had Danica. I was probably 17, 18. And
I'm thinking about that. I could never, because I know what that Chevy Lumina looks like,
yeah,
and it's a like I don't know even why they made that car. It's like a two-door, and then that back seat is. So you traveled 14 states in what, 2 weeks? You said
14 days. Mm-hmm.
uh, with your sister that hated you at the time.
Yes. Well, we hated each other. She didn't just hate me. I hated her. We hated each other. We were not friends until adulthood.
Mm.
We did get along mom and dad threatened us, and then mom and dad fought the whole time.
Oh, my God.
But anyway, the point is that we were on the East Coast, so there was a lot of seafood, and my sister loved crab legs and all the things. So we went to a lot of seafood places because living in the Midwest, you don't always get that. And so we were at a Shoney's. It wasn't even we were at a Shoney's, and my dad had popcorn shrimp, and he was like, "You need to eat this."
Well, anything fried, anything fried. Come on, you can probably fry.
I put it in my mouth, and I held it in my mouth, and he was like, "We're not leaving here until you eat that." And you know what I didn't do was eat it. And he finally was like, "Spit it out, get the fuck in the car."
Yeah. So
and that's what I did.
My dad did that to me growing up with liver. I fucking hate liver. I hate liver so much because of that. And then I did it to DeMarco for macaroni and cheese because, DeMarco pretends like he hates cheese.
He doesn't hate it. He says he can't eat it.
But he eats everything with cheese.
Yellow cheese, right?
Yeah.
It's like yellow cheese only. I don't know. I don't know what his rule is anymore.
No, it's changed. But so I made him.
Because he ate mac and cheese at the restaurant the other day.
He did. So years ago, I think DeMarco was probably 12 or something. Macaroni at the table. Dad was there. Macaroni was there. I said, "You're not getting up until you eat that macaroni." and my dad, who made me do it all the time, said, "That's not nice." "What do you mean? You did it to me. That's why I hate liver."
Right.
Shit. And liver is just nasty. I don't know how anybody.
We never had liver in our house, I don't believe, except for like my mom liked chicken livers and gizzards, but
just nasty.
I don't think we had like cow liver. If we did, I know my mom didn't make me eat it because she didn't make me eat anything, which is probably what's wrong.
So we're gonna move into the next segment, but Leslie just brought me this. You see this? That's a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. It's like the size of my hand. It's like
right. Nice.
I'm not gonna eat it right now. I don't know why. It looks good. I like it. Let's talk about what is this next segment we're going to do. Because this is always going to be our final segment when people talk crap about us. But what did chat tell us like this final segment should be?
We need to name it. So we need people to give us recommendations. And here's our top ones.
Oh, man.
Keyboard Courage.
Oh, yeah.
Comment Section Confessions. Internet Experts Anonymous. Certified Internet Experts, the Keyboard Warriors. I do like this one because we will be moving this to Fridays. Like Fridays will be our thing. The fact-free Fridays.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be good. Fact-free.
Last Call for Common Sense. Breakfast Beefs, which was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Or Over Easy Opinions, since we're doing it at breakfast time. So
I don't think I told him. We're doing it today just because we want to get it done. 4th of July is coming. We have some things to say, but it will be Fridays from 9 to 10. I'll be live. I don't know what you're going to be doing. Probably in bed, sleeping.
Sometimes I have appointments and stuff, but I'll try to be on as many.
Yeah. But I'm actually right now live in the corner of Tenpenny and watching cars and people walk by. So that's the way it's going to be every Friday, 9 to 10, as long as I'm in town. We'll get it done here. So did you see Deb said, my mom made me eat cold spinach, because I had to sit there for like 4 or 5 hours trying to outlast her.
Right.
I think you would just spit it into your cup.
Yes. Yeah. My Tupperware cup.
So do you want me to lead this with tell them about what happened? Do you want to lead that? And then we'll just go into some of the reviews, or you just want to say, how do you want to go with this one, babe?
It doesn't matter. You can tell.
And some of the whys, okay? So the other day, someone came in here. Mind you, we've been saying this a few times over the last 45 minutes. We don't manage a place. We do own it. We hire people to come in here. I don't even understand why. Like, I don't go to a place and say, I want to see the owner. Like, right. I don't know why that's a thing here. You have to see a manager, right.
Seems to only be here.
But. Right. I've never seen that anywhere else. You don't go to Jiffy Lube and say, I want to see the owner. You don't go to McDonald's and say that. Hell, I don't walk into Suburban and say, I want to speak to Jason.
Right.
It's not a thing.
It goes back to we understand that Cindy worked there, for many, many years until she did decide to step away after COVID. But we don't. We don't work there. We don't. We just own the place.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So we've been having some work done, and with the heat, the humidity, air conditioners are perspiring. Someone evidently got something leaked on them. The individual posted on Facebook, huge thing. Mind you, this huge comment was based about you and I.
Yeah.
It had nothing.
It was mainly pointed at
us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that Claude?
Because, it is Claude. Because we were there, because we had a wing eating contest that we had been advertising for over a month, that because of the downtown festivals and stuff. So we did a wing eating contest. We did it at 3 p.m. so that it would be the less disruptive, because that's our quietest time in the restaurant for the day.
But it's also grandpa dinner for some people, I guess, right?
Yeah, right. And so we didn't even know what was happening.
Yeah.
I mean, I did speak to a server, but I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't understand what was happening. I was like, go get the manager. If they ask for the manager, go get the manager.
Yeah. So they got water leaked on them. They got up and moved. Understandably, I'd get up and ask to move. Just shoot. I mean, me and you both, we understand. I've been in the middle of a Japanese restaurant and the ceiling just fall down. It happens, especially in a building that's built in 1860. Okay.
Yeah.
We're over here I'm looking to make sure there's no perspiration on the air conditioners now because it's so hot out there. But got up, went to another section, right? And then yelled at the waitress when she came over to ask them she didn't know what happened. She goes in there and say, "Oh, she thought you sat down. I'm coming here to help you." You kick and scream. She comes to you crying. You tell her it's okay. Go get the manager.
Go get the manager. Whatever had happened, if they ask for the manager, go get the manager.
And to us, that's what should have happened. The manager should have went over there too. We agree with that, right? We agree with the management should have went over there and done something about it. We also agree that the servers, they stayed. They should have said, "Hey, I haven't seen a manager yet," or got up and came. If they really knew us and came talk to us, we would have said, "That's wrong. We'll fix it. It's not a problem because we understand, But the management should have definitely done something here. But
100%.
For you to go on there, write this huge letter to the whoever that post is funny.
Yeah,
but didn't even ask us. We have plenty of people work for us, so we don't work here. We come in here after 5 or on Saturdays when we have time, right?
Right.
But that situation was odd. But to make an employee cry after we didn't know that happened until later. But we do agree management should have done something. That's where I think they failed at here. But
and
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
But the thought process to me is I would have actually got up if nobody came to me and said, "Hey, I've been waiting." I don't know what they wanted, but I would have said, "Hey, I moved over here," or I would have went and got management or staff and say, "I'm going to move over there, and here's what happened. Make sure you guys get that fixed." Sure, we fix it. It was immediately, but some of the comments, oh my gosh, look, you want to go into some of those? Well, my
some
gosh.
of them are pretty funny. There was one that said that we refused to speak to them, which is not true. If we would have known what was happening and that they wanted to, even though 99% of the time, I do have people come up to me, or Ken has people come up to him while we're there and want to address issues. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to send you to the manager because I'm not there to see and so we did not refuse to. And a lot of situations we are going to go over and talk or whatever, just make sure everything's okay. But in this scenario, we did not know. And there was confusion. The manager on duty actually thought that the couple had left. Yeah. But that also that's not acceptable. The server should have made sure that the manager did talk to, there was a lot of wrongs in there, and we're working on that.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
let's start going through some of your. So one, I didn't go through the
Yes, the
thread.
comments.
I'll let you guys tell me. It
Well,
doesn't matter
I
to me.
just picked out the ones that I liked the most. One saying whenever we removed the turkey bagel and the chicken nachos, they were done. Well, again, chicken nachos are still on the
Yeah,
menu, and rumor has it we might see a turkey bagel
yeah.
again.
You know, we have a really
Um,
good chef. That
yeah,
she's pretty good.
yeah.
So
One that when my daughter and I went there, we had to wait until the cook finished his cigarette before he cooked our food. Were you out back? Or were you in the restaurant?
right.
And we have one person that works
Oh
in
my
the
gosh.
back that smokes. One. And he is not on the grill.
No,
So he wouldn't have been cooking your
whatever it was. But how do you even
burger.
know?
So
It's not like, so if you
yeah,
look at Tenpenny, you walk in the front door, like right behind me, walk in the front door. The cooks are probably 2,000 feet to the back. It's like
right.
they're out there. How do you? I want to know, like, where do you see them smoking at? Because
Yeah.
we don't see them smoking. You know.
Yeah. We hardly any of our staff smokes. We have one or two that might vape, but
Yeah.
most of them are not. So that was funny. So
We like that one.
This one about the waitresses are sweet, but they do post TikTok on. They do post on TikTok an awful lot.
Yeah.
I get it; they're young, but I don't know how many customers they're attracting. I've got no horse in the race, but I did see a video of the female owner. Anyone with lashes like that is giving you a warning. Arrested Development, stuck at age 21.
Oh my God.
All right, there's my lashes.
Yeah, no, I see them.
I think they're beautiful.
They are beautiful.
I go to a Nova Beauty.
There you go. You tell them. So so this is what I want to say this, because you've had two types of cancer over the last 10 years, right? 10, whatever, two types. How do they not know that? They don't know your background. Like,
right? They don't know that like my mother had breast cancer, and the treatment, she has no eyelashes and pretty much no eyebrows anymore. 10 years later. People don't know what other people are going through. And if I want to have eyelashes because just because I can't, it's crazy. I don't understand. So, but I'm like, whatever. Thank you. But Nova Beauty, she does beautiful work.
There you go. Send them that way. But I can tell you that our TikToks are hilarious. And one, we pay people to do our social media. We don't do it.
That was one of the other ones that we spend more time making TikToks than tending to customers whenever.
Oh, there you go. So that is another one. We spend more time making TikToks. I can promise you this. You don't see me making TikToks.
Right.
You see me get asked.
Every once in a while, they can talk you into doing something, but it's on off times. We come during off times.
We have a wonderful person that runs it.
Says that, that same one says you typically catch the owners drinking at the bar as well.
Good.
Let's look at other places, other drinking establishments in this town. Do you see the owners drinking? Well, I can think of a few off the top of my head. And I do know that in the past, Tenpenny or High Noon or they, you know, so it would be okay if we went to somewhere else and had a drink, like if we were down the street at Fluffy's and we had a drink after work, that would be okay, but we can't go have a drink after work at the restaurant that we own.
I think they think that we're working here from like 7 to 5 and all we do is drink. And when do they see us? And one, I appreciate two things. You have to be following the TikToks to see them. That's great.
Right. Yeah. So you're seeing them.
And two, you're coming in here to see us. So the only other, so that's good for us anyway. Yeah. If you want to get to know us, come and say hi. We don't care. We talk to everybody. We'll tell you the same story. Our service at time is kind of slow. We're like, come on, guys, where's our food at? It's the same everywhere. It's like we go so many places and it's the same. Nothing's changed. This world that we live in is great, but it has its own inconveniences because of staffing, because of just people wanting to work and the way things happen. But man, if you're telling me that you see me in here drinking a beer 99% of the time, I will agree with you. Probably.
Yeah.
99% of the time. You? No. but we only come in
Who would?
here between like 5 and 7 or whatever after work sometimes. We're not here every day. A
Yeah,
Saturday afternoon, watch a game. We watch the wing contest. Definitely going to find me drinking a beer. But honestly, we pay for that shit.
yeah,
Just like
right.
we pay for it. Why can't we drink it? We're going to have to go somewhere else and pay for it
Yep.
again. And we do. We go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
thank you for that. What else we got, babe?
This one is a little bit disturbing. It's from an anonymous poster.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of anonymity. Is that the word? Just look for the brand new Mercedes van or their other business's vehicle, the rapid response van, or his Tesla.
Oh yeah. Isn't that crazy that here to me, because it's an anonymous poster, like I'd be like, if you would have put your name down, I might call the police on you to make sure you're not stalking me. You're like,
I legitimately, to include even like my kids, if I see their car, I'm like, oh, I see their car. Our best friends, the ones, the entourage, 90% of the time, and they're,
hey,
and I call it wrong every time. And I'm like, oh, there's Todd's truck. And Ken's like, no, it's not. I don't even know what my best friends drive,
right.
let alone what some stranger that owns it just.
I find it like, well, one, thank you again for noticing us,
Right.
Two, thank you for noticing the Mercedes van, because it's going to be taking some people, maybe not you, back and forth to wineries and stuff like that, and events, because that's what you bought it for. And the rapid response vehicle was out there probably taking food to people, man. It's like,
or
something. It's but hey, yeah, that is my Tesla. That's what I wanted. It's a toy. It's mine. Who cares?
You owned it long before we owned 10 penny.
Yeah. But it's a thing. But that is kind of stalkerish, man. Whoever anonymous 1234 is kind of stalkerish.
It was something eagle. And then this one is by far my favorite. This is hearsay, but I heard that they're remodeling the upstairs to include a shower, maybe explaining the water issue. Was told there were no permits pulled, so the plumbing probably isn't being done by professionals, if true. The word going around is it's going to be a swingers club.
Oh my God.
Just what I've heard, and I have no proof. Maybe water was pooled on the roof for several days and it finally came through. That's possible too. I like how it's, it might be a 100 and whatever year old building, or it's a swingers club.
Right. One, babe, if we're building a swingers club upstairs, why didn't you tell me?
I know, right? Sorry.
Yeah, damn. And the shower, shit.
Right.
We may never leave. Yeah. Beer, shower, swingers club, good food. All we got to do is bring our dogs. But there ain't no pool, so it'll be a problem.
Yeah.
I do remember one that you told me. We'll call this from the town shit stir. I heard it's a membership. A membership club that starts with a K, and
it's not the Knights.
And it's not the Knights. Well, whatever. I don't know any other club that starts with a K except for the Klan. And I think you might want to go tell my mixed kids that that's a thing, because they might have a problem with it. But didn't they delete that one like fast?
Almost immediately. Yeah.
So
there's still comments to it, but that post itself was brought down. So that just means that the person knew, one, that what they were saying was incorrect, and that person has probably had a cease and desist against him before in his life.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And two, it just proves that, there's someone from my actual job who posts a lot on our things who says all the time, well, I know the female owner, she works at the VA. But I get that a lot. You don't know me. You've never had a conversation with me. You might see my email address on some things that we share with the same email, but you don't know me. If you knew me, then the things that you were saying would be different.
Yeah.
You would know that we have mixed race kids. You would know that, it irritates me whenever you say you know me, because you don't.
Yeah, I don't.
If you want to know me, you know where to find me.
Or not be anonymous. How about that? The amount of anonymous people on that post was crazy.
It was crazy.
One thing I
So,
wanted to comment on was their food tastes like Cisco. Well, one, we brought in 4 different companies when we purchased this place to do all of our food, like to test. We went 2-3 months of food testing through everybody,
yeah,
and they were only using Cisco, right? So now I
before.
think
Yep.
what do we get from Cisco?
Yeah.
Chemicals, green beans, and beer cheese. I think that's the 3 things
Yeah.
we get. We
Yeah.
don't change the
But
green beans, and the beer cheeses is
no,
because it's the only one that's gluten free for our daughter, and the
no.
chemicals is because we're under contract until December. But don't think that you know things. We're actually with a wonderful company called Scavuzzo's that is, to be honest, they are wonderful people. They're hometown owned, and they have some of the best meats around. And guess what? It's not Cisco. So whoever's spreading that, they can whatever. But we have some really good
Right.
food that's in here. I think the last thing that we'll probably go with, babe, is what's going on this weekend?
Well, tonight USA plays
Damn.
um, at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
We are having a patriotic contest.
Mm-hmm.
Come dressed up patriotic. We've got some really good giveaways for that.
Yeah.
We'll do first, second, and third place. More World Cup is going on,
Yeah.
and then we are open on the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
There will be some specials that we're running for the day.
We got DJ Trent in the
But
house.
then,
You got DJ Trent on Saturday?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe DJ Trent will be there on Saturday. We are not holding trivia on Monday because of the World Cup and because it's a long holiday weekend. So we'll be back with that on the 20th with kids versus parents. So
I think my final remark would be that you can talk shit about you or I all day long. We'll be fine, right?
right.
And this is what this thing's for. We're going to do this every Friday. We're going to call out whatever, but we're also going to tell you what's going on in life. We're going to bring we have some really good lineups of people going to join us. But I want people to know that not only we've supported probably 30 nonprofits and raised them some money over the last year, right? Probably more than that. I don't know. I can't even keep track, but I want everybody to look around. We are a hometown based and we choose to do work with only hometown people. Like, I'm not talking about Spectrum or DirecTV, that huge damn bill, because we do the right thing. We don't show shit that can't be shown illegally.
Right.
But we do Gronus. We do Brothers Disposal. Young Sign Co. What other ones, babe? I know there's
JF Denny,
JF Denny,
Mr. Breeze,
LNR right over there.
Eleanor. Yeah.
I mean, if I go through our accounting history, there's over 30 that we lined up. So when you talk about wishing us death and wishing this place to go down, well, one, you probably never been here, but two, you're talking about 45 employees. Not only the 45 employees, but you're also talking about over 30 small businesses that are around us. So be careful what you ask for, because you're going to hurt more than just us. You're going to hurt 45 people.
A ripple effect.
It's a ripple effect.
Sure.
But so next Friday, 9 to 10, I'll be live here. We're going to talk about pricing, why prices are what it is. We're going to have another guest come on. We'll get with Tamara. I'm sorry that she's out in the country. We'll get it fixed. Maybe people can come in. But we just want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We appreciate everything. And what else?
That's it.
Till next time. Peace out.